Now I live in your embrace. A new life found, your grace is true. The old is passed away, the new has.
Hi everyone, I welcome you all once again to another episode of The Word. Today we shall be reading from the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 26, from verse 1 to 10. And it shall be, when thou art come in unto the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance, and possesseth it, and dwelleth therein, that thou shalt take of the first fruits of the fruit of the head, which thou shalt bring of the land that the Lord thy God giveth thee, and shall put it in a basket, and shall go unto the place which the Lord thy God shall choose to place his name there. And thou shalt go unto the priest that shall be in those days, and say unto him, I profess this day unto the Lord thy God, that I am come unto the country which the Lord swore unto our fathers for to give us. And the priest shall take the basket out of thy hand, and set it down before the altar of the Lord thy God. And thou shalt speak and say before the Lord thy God, a Syrian, ready to perish, was my father. And he went down into Egypt, and sojourned there with a few, and became there a nation, great, mighty, and populous. And the Egyptians evil entreated us, and afflicted us, and laid upon us at bondage. And when we cried unto the Lord of our fathers, the Lord heard our voices, and looked on our afflictions, and our labor, and our oppression. And the Lord brought us forth out of Egypt with a mighty hand, and with an outstretched hand, and with great terribleness, and with signs, and with wonders. And he had brought us into this place, and had given us this land, even a land that floweth with milk and honey. And now, behold, I have brought the first fruits of the land, which thou, O Lord, hast given me, and thou shalt set it before the Lord thy God, and worship before the Lord thy God. Hallelujah. This Bible passage is a call unto us that the Lord, as inasmuch the Lord has taken out us from the bondage that we were tied down to, that we expected to bring forth the first fruit of the blessing that he has given to us after he has taken us out of the afflictions and the bondage, and has taken us to a land that we're able to possess. The land in this case is not just like a land or where you cultivate. It can be a job. You've been praying for a job for so long, and God finally granted you and answered the prayer, and you got the job. It is there's an expectation that you're expected to bring forth a first fruit of your job, which is your first salary that you got from your job, and present it to the Lord. And it can maybe it's not also, it's not necessary that it's just your job. It might also be other things, and some people will be like, okay, what if I've been expecting a child and God finally granted me a child? So am I supposed to bring my child and present it as a first fruit? Yes, you bring your child to the presence of the Lord and dedicate your child for the Lord, that this is my first fruit that you've given unto me. I dedicate this child unto you as my offering. Accept it. It's not like going to leave your child there and leave it as a sacrifice. No, you just dedicate your child to God. So in terms of giving your first salary, most times we make a lot of mistake. Like we feel like a lot of men of God are trying to like use our money. But one thing we're supposed to put into consideration is the fact that we need to do what God asks us to do. We don't care what they use it to do. All we need to know that we've done it our way. And if you feel like you don't have a place of worship that you go to, give your first fruit and give it to the motherless home. There are a lot of people on the street out there that needs our help and support. Use your first fruit to put a smile on people's face. Spread love. Go to those homes, buy things for them, donate that first fruit. So, and that way you fulfilled a part of the commandment of giving your first fruit unto the Lord. And after you've done that, don't just give. And also thank God by coming back to God and telling God that, yes, thank you. You took me out of this affliction. I've been praying for this for so long, and you've given it to me. Ensure that you have a heart of appreciation looking back on how where He brought you from and where He has set your foot on, and what He has helped you to achieve and attain. So, and make sure that everything you do, you reference God. And the first fruit of whatever you've been praying and asking God for, give it unto God. Even if it's an affliction, a spiritual affliction, and God sets you free, and you're able to get your liberation, ensure that you still present yourself to God to thank God that for saving you and giving you freedom over those battles and challenges that you've been praying for, and over those afflictions that you've been facing spiritually that is affecting your physical breakthrough. Ensure you come to God and give yourself as a living sacrifice and dedicate yourself to God for helping you to get out from those bondage afflictions, helping you to open doors that you yourself were unable to open, and God was able to open those doors for you. And as we continue to observe and do according to the way of the Lord, may the Lord continue to help us and be with us, and may His blessing never cease. May His grace never cease from our life. May He continue to be with us and show forth when we need Him. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you next time on another episode of Read the Word. Bye.
I see every moment. I thank you for setting me free. My life is yours, every part in peace. In you I found my second chance of peace.